Calgary Stampede went in toward paddock and up towards it.
Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy. Yeah, we've been here before. It's where the little mystery cemetery was in the old monastery here, look. Very nice part of the world. So yeah, just out for a little ride. Oh, what a beautiful little spot, eh? The other thing is, I'm really a bit pissed off. There's a channel on YouTube called Haunted Earth, and the guy who is the main character in it is a guy called Chris Hatton. Now he is absolutely brilliant at doing old places, churches. He goes around and he talks about them and everything else, and he is absolutely brilliant. He's television standard, there's no doubt about it, and he's on YouTube. He's got this channel Haunted Earth. He's also a medium, and so he does, you know, the paranormal stuff as well, and investigations. Well, cut a long story short, when I went to Badley Church and got the EVPs, I sent them to him, and he listened, and he went himself to Badley Church and done a beautiful tour of Badley Church, far better than I could ever do and whatever, because he's got all the cameras and he's just a natural. So we went over there and done that, and then I told him about the Polstead gibbet, where they used to hang people where we went. Anyway, he got intrigued by that and decided he was going to go and do a show about it. So anyway, cut a long story short, the other day I was going through my messages, and you know, I'm one of these people who never look into my private messages, just don't. And for some reason I thought, well, I'll click on these, and I clicked on, and there was a message from Chris saying that he was going out to the Polstead gibbet, and would I be interested in coming out with them. He got another 2 or 3 people to come, and they were going to do a documentary on it and a night ghost hunt. Would I like to come? You'd love to see me. When I looked at the date, it was the 20th. I opened it on the 20th about 8 o'clock at night, so it was too late. I can assure you I was gutted. I'd have loved to have gone on that ghost hunt, and I'd have loved to have gone on the show. So absolutely gutted. That will teach me a lesson not to open my private messages. I've done that before. People have sent me private messages, and about 3 or 4 weeks later I see them. So I've learnt my lesson on that one. So I don't know. Yeah, really gutted. I really was. I'd love to have gone up to Pottsford Woods and been part of the show, but it ain't gonna happen now. Yeah, never mind. What other news do I know? What other news do I know? What else do I know? What else do I know? Yes, just had a little bit of luck. Won myself nearly 400 quid. Yeah, 400 quid. On a little game of lottery thing we play at our social club. I had to share it with 2 others, but hey, you know, if I'd have got it on my own, that would have been over 1,000 quid, but no, I'm not going to complain. 390 quid in your back pocket is not too bad, until Mrs. P found out, and I think it's all being spent already. So she's saying, oh, we can do this, we can do that, you can spend it on this and spend it on that. And I thought, typical, innit? Bloody women, you get a bit of money and they want to spend it. But saying that, what she's saying spend it on, I'd only had to took it out of my bank anyway, so that will save that. So I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to be a tight ass. Not with the missus, because I'll never win. I don't know about you boys and girls, you know. Do you always find if you win something, there's always something to pay out for? But there again, you know, in a funny way, if you never won it, you'd have to find that money anyway. So it's strange how sometimes when you're really short of money, and you know, something will happen, and you just have this little win or this little windfall will come your way, just right out of the blue. It's really strange, really strange. But I appreciate that little win. So it's another part of my news. I don't know if any boys and girls have watched that Netflix documentary, Making of a Murderer. It's about 10 hours long. I think there's about 10 episodes to it. If you get the chance and you've got Netflix or whatever, watch it. It's compelling. It really is compelling. It's so well done. And it actually makes you think seriously of what's going on in some of the systems, judicial systems within America and even here actually. And can you be stitched up to be a murderer? So if you get the chance, have a look at that, see what you think. It leaves you at the end of it a little bit disturbed. I won't spoil it. I'm not going to be a spoiler. If you got Netflix, watch it. Making of a Murderer. I think you'll find it will disturb you. It really disturbed me. I really can't make head or tail of it, really. One minute I think the guy is bloody guilty, and the next time I think this is such a stitch up. So yeah, watch it. Well worth the effort, well worth the 10 hours. But it is quite complex and there's a lot of double dealing, I think, in it. So watch it. Right, what else? What else? Yes, I've got to get a new battery for the Harley. Got stitched up a little bit, and I learnt a lesson really, because my Harley's a Harley Sportster. It's a Sportster. It's a custom. I always thought that Harley Sportsters are all the bloody same, but they're not. And I ordered a battery that said Harley Sportster, and I ordered it. But I think it was about, I don't know what it was, 50-60 quid, I don't know. Got it, put it on the bike, went to put it in the tray, and it was slightly too big. Shit. When I looked at the battery I took out, it was slightly smaller. So I got back to the guy I bought it off, or the company I got it for, and I said, yeah, it's for a Sportster. I said, well, it don't fit mine. They said, what, that should do? I said, well, that's a custom. They went, custom batteries are slightly smaller. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, if you send it back, we'll change it for you if you haven't damaged it. But when I put it into the tray, and I've really stuffed it in, it scuffed the top of the battery quite badly, trying to get it in. So I can't send it back. So now I've got to get another one and make sure it fits a custom. We all learn these lessons, don't you? All learn these bloody lessons. I learnt mine. Check before you buy, you bloody twit. I don't usually get caught out. I'm usually pretty good, but I got caught out on that one. Never mind. Just a little bit more news, something I got to sort out, and then maybe in a month or so I can get that bloody Harley on the road, and I can make up my mind what the frig I'm going to do with it. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. This is a dangerous bit of road. There's been so many, there's been a couple of bikers killed along here. There was one little old girl coming towards me just around this area somewhere. And one of these little scooters that only does 30 mile an hour, some knob in a van just run her over, went right over the top of and killed her. Poor little old girl along here. And we had another one where a guy was riding his bike, I think it was this way, and a woman just overtook and took him right out. But she said she was depressed and she didn't mean to do it, but her mind was on other things. So I think she got fined. He was dead, but she got fined because she was thinking of other things. Yeah, lovely. I don't know. Sometimes things in life absolutely astounds you, absolutely does. But what can you do, eh? Anyway, I'm getting into Ipswich now. I think I'll make my way home. I go and pick up Mrs. P from work. This crash helmet is doing my friggin' head in. Keep coming forward. Apart from that, all ride safe. Certainly all love each other. Suffolk Andy!